Hello, so you're welcome back to our channel, my channel today, Sewing with Twain. So we're going to be making the top part of the jacket now. What we actually, we've used this fabric, okay, to make the peplum side of it. If you've not watched it, please go to one of my previous videos. I will put a link in the description box. You'll see the link to the peplum tutorial. Okay, we're making a jacket. And this is the top part of the jacket. We've already made the peplum, that is 720 degrees peplum. So now basically what we're going to be doing, we're going to be using our blouse, our princess cut blouse pattern. Okay, this is what we're going to be using for it, but we're not going to be using this part. The type of jacket we're making, we're just going to be using this part. So we'll put this one aside and we'll come and use this part. If you know, remember, this is the bust. This is the bust part here. This is the bust point. This is the under bust, okay, and this is the half length. So basically we're going to be using from the shoulder part to the half length measurement here. Also, if you want to know how to draft this pattern, please just go to one of the previous links in previous videos in my tutorials. You'll see it there. So we're first going to be cutting out the back. Okay, the back, we're going to use double of this. We're going to use double as we're also going to be using this pattern. Basically, we're going to be using the front thing we cut, the same thing we cut in the front is the same thing we're going to cut at the back. The only difference is that we're going to be leaving like 1 inch at the opening of the front here for turning it with the lining, and because we have to knit in that place and turning it with the lining. So let's just go ahead and cut. We'll leave a little, we'll leave like 1 inch also at the top part here, at the hem part here. We'll leave like 1 inch, a little 1 inch here before we cut for the back. We're also going to be leaving, because we're going to make our cuttings from here. Our cutting is going to be from our half length here, okay, at this place here. We're going to cut it here, so we're going to also leave like 1 inch also, or 3/4 of an inch, because we're going to use it to attach to the peplum. So let's just go ahead. For the back, we cut on fold, or if you want to cut it into two, it depends on how your fabric is, but for me, I'm going to cut on fold. So it's placed on fold now, so let me just go ahead and do my cutting. I said I will leave 1/3 of an inch around here. So I've cut out the back. Now I'm going to place the pattern of the back on the front. Okay, I'll place the pattern of the back on the front. So this place is my allowance that I'm going to use to turn this place that I folded in here. I folded in about 1 inch here. I'm going to use it to turn the edges of the front of the jacket, because I'm going to sew it with the lining. I'm also going to use to sew it, so I'm going to turn it. Okay, so that's why I've left this allowance in the front. So I'll just place my back on the front here, because both of them are the same measurement, and I go ahead and cut it. I cut it off too. I've also gone ahead to cut strips of fabric, okay, all the places where they are straight, to be able to get the band. These I'm going to use for the sash in front. So basically the sash is 2.5 inches, but I cut 5.5 inches. So I'm going to fold it, okay, iron it, give it a good press, and sew it up here, double them. So I'm going to join them to make them long strips, because as I said, the fabric was not enough. So I'll join it neatly. You'll see it when I join it. Basically, the length of the sash is about 20 inches. I want to make it 20 inches from the front of the jacket to make it long. So that's for that one. Then now I'm going to come to my lining here. I'm going to cut from my lining. On my lining, I'm going to cut the front and the back pattern, pieces. I'm going to cut them on my lining here. So I'll arrange that. I'll do that and show you. This is the back pattern. I've put it on the lining. Okay, I'm going to cut it out and trim it out. After I finish cutting it out and the front, I'm now going to take paper gum and iron it at the back of this line. It's meant to give it a bit of structure. If you watch the peplum, how we made them, we ironed paper gum, the one that has the sugar face. It's called sugar face in Nigeria. It's called a fusible interlining in some other places where they sell them. If you want to really understand what we're doing. So I'll iron it at the back of this. It's going to give it a bit more structure and make it stand. So let's go ahead. I'll cut it. I'll show you. This is for the front. Open up the fold that we placed here, you know, for the lining. Open it up and cut enough lining to fit it. There we go. So we're done. Now we're going to the ironing table and we're going to the sewing machine. So I've finished ironing the front. This is the back lining, okay? Then this is the front and the front lining, okay? Remember I said we're going to leave about 1.5 inches to join for where we're going to join the lining of the front to the back, to knitting it up. So now we're going to go ahead and cut the neckline of it at the back. For the back neckline, we're going to be cutting it 3 inches wide, okay? We're going to be cutting 3 inches wide, okay, and just 1/2 inch depth, okay? Or we can do 1 inch. It shouldn't be too low. Okay, then for the front we're going to be doing 3 inches, 3 by 3 for the front. So we'll first cut out the back, okay? We'll can use our curve to curve it. We'll first cut out the back, then after that we'll now cut out the front. We can mark the front. Okay, so let's cut out the back. We'll fold this back inside. Now we'll cut out the front. The front is supposed to be 3 inches down. Let's just mark it from here. It's a bit thick. Okay, there we go. So we can cut this straight because this is the one, this part of the facing. So there we go for the front. Okay, then this is it for the back. So I'm going to go and join it all together. I have ironed the lining on my band. Okay, my band, I'm going to join them together, then I'll also bring that back so you can see. So let's go to the sewing machine now. Also, we need to slant the shoulder. I forgot to tell us that while we're cutting, we're going to slant the shoulder. From this, we'll take 1 inch. We'll measure. Okay, right here, we're going to slant the shoulder. So from our shoulder measurement here, we'll measure down 1 inch and slant it all the way. I've slanted the one for the back, so I'm just trying to trim out the one for the front also. There we go. So we're going to join now. So now I'm going to join my band. Because I want it longer, I'm going to face right side to right side, okay, just right here, and I will join right side to right side, and I will join it right here. After I join it there, it becomes a long strip. I turn it over, okay, then I sew along this line all the way down. After I'm done, I'll now turn it to the right side and give it a good press. For the lining and the main fabric, I'm going to start my joining from the neckline here. I will join the neckline first. After I've joined the neckline, I come here and I join this facing part here, okay? I come here and I join it there. After I've done that, I'll now join all the way here and leave the tail end here where I'm going to join with the peplum. I leave that one for now. That's what I'll do to the front and at the back, and I'll come back and I'll show you. So this is the back of the jacket. I have sewn it and I have already knitted, I've ironed it. I've just left the shoulders. I'm going to join up the shoulder. This is the front of the jacket, okay? The front, I'm going to join this way, left side to left side and right side to right side. I'm going to join like this. Then I'll also, so I've gone ahead to join the shoulder. I've also joined the front. This is how the front will be. We finished with that. I've trimmed it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting this, the sash, okay, on the two sides. Then before I now finish it up with the peplum, I'm going to fix the peplum all around. So once I'm done with that, I'll come back and I'll show you how it's going to be. Okay. So here I am now. I have fixed I'm about to fix the band to the jacket top. So I just wanted to show you. So the band here, I opened it up, okay? I opened it up all the way here. And what I did is I fixed the center here. Also, since the waist of the customer is 38 inches, you take the waist, you divide 38 inches into two, and you measure 19 this way and measure 19 this other way, 19 inches this other way. So what I now did was that I took, this is the marking, this is where 19 inches stops. 19 inches stops here, okay, right here. This is the marking for 19 inches. So at that 19 inches, which is the halfway of the waist, I put the front part, okay, this front part of the jacket, okay, I start it from where 19 inches starts here, because that is the circumference of the waist. I also do it for the second side also. This is where 19 inches is, and I start it from there also, okay. I start my front part from here, from 19 inches right here. So you can see I still have extra at this side here. So after I've sewn it down neatly, the two sides all the way to the back, then I'm now going to fix the peplum. But I'll sew it down and I'll show it to you, and I'll show you how the peplum is fixed. I'm going to fix the peplum all around the bottom part of it. I hope we understand and grasp it. Okay, see you soon. So I just realized that I didn't show how I attached the peplum. I attached the peplum immediately after I attached the belt around the jacket, and I closed it up. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if it was educational to you, please subscribe, like and comment. I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care. God bless you.